Welcome to our channel. Today we're counting down the top 10 iconic stadiums that are spectacles in themselves. These aren't just places where you go to watch someone shank a penalty kick or strike out with the bases loaded. Over the years, these stadiums have hosted some of the most memorable events in history. But enough preamble, let's lace up our metaphorical cleats, grab a metaphorical foam finger, and dive headfirst into the concrete and steel coliseums that elevate sport to an art form. First up, we're crossing the pond to visit Wembley Stadium in London. The current iteration, built on the hallowed ground of its predecessor, opened in 2007 and is a sight to behold. Wembley is the home of English football, hosting the national team's matches and the FA Cup final. This place has hosted everything from concerts by music legends like Queen and Michael Jackson to the 1948 Summer Olympics. The 1948 Olympics? Right after World War II, a time when the world needed something to cheer for, and Wembley stepped up like a champ. Next up, we're heading to sunny Spain, a land known for its siestas, paella, and a football stadium so big it could probably house a small country. I'm talking about Camp Nou, the home of FC Barcelona, with a capacity of over 99,000 screaming fans. It's witnessed some of the greatest moments in Barcelona's history, from Messi's mesmerizing dribbling to, well, mostly Messi's mesmerizing dribbling. Now, we're hopping across the Atlantic to Madison Square Garden in New York City. While it's not an open-air coliseum, MSG is an arena that's hosted more legendary events than a history book written by someone who really loves sporting events. We're talking boxing matches, concerts, and countless New York Knicks games that have probably caused more emotional distress than a Shakespearean tragedy. But that's New York sports for you. A roller coaster of emotions that usually ends with you yelling at the television and vowing to never watch another game again. Next, we're jetting off to Brazil, the land of samba, sunshine, and a football stadium so iconic it's practically a national treasure, Maracana Stadium. This place is to Brazilian football what the Colosseum is to gladiatorial combat, except with less stabbing and more incredibly skillful footwork. Maracana has witnessed it all. World Cup triumphs, heartbreaking defeats, and enough footballing passion to power a small city for a year. Now, we're back in England to visit Old Trafford, the home of Manchester United. Old Trafford has been Manchester United's home ground since 1910, witnessing the rise of the club from plucky underdogs to global footballing giants. It's seen legendary players like George Best, Bobby Charlton, and Cristiano Ronaldo grace its hallowed turf. Buckle up, everyone, because we're heading to Germany to visit the Allianz Arena, the home of Bayern Munich. This architectural marvel is famous for its unique inflatable ETFE plastic panels that can be illuminated in different colors. Depending on which team is playing, it's like a giant inflatable mood ring, but instead of reflecting emotions, it reflects which team is winning. Next up, we're back in Spain to visit the home of Real Madrid's Santiago Bernabéu Stadium. The Bernabéu has been Real Madrid's home ground since 1947, witnessing the club win a staggering 35 La Liga titles and a record 14 Champions League trophies. It's also hosted the final of the European Championship, the World Cup, and even a papal mass. G'day, mates! We're heading down under to Australia to visit the Melbourne Cricket Ground, or MCG. The MCG is primarily a cricket ground, hosting some of the most iconic moments in cricketing history. But don't let that fool you. This place is a veritable Swiss Army knife of sporting venues, hosting everything from Aussie rules football to rugby and football. We're back in the US of A to visit the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. This iconic stadium opened its doors in 1922 and is best known for hosting the Rose Bowl game, a college football tradition. The Rose Bowl has also hosted a World Cup final, Olympic events, and even a Super Bowl or two. And finally, we're ending our tour in the Bronx, New York, the home of the New York Yankees. Yankee Stadium has seen more home runs than a Barry Bonds highlight reel and more baseball history than you can shake a stick at. The original Yankee Stadium stood for over 80 years before being replaced by a shiny new version in 2009. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. These 10 stadiums are more than just places to watch sports. They're cathedrals of competition and monuments to athletic achievement. So the next time you find yourself in one of these iconic venues, take a moment to soak it all in and appreciate the history that's been made within those walls.